What's up guys, it's Captain's Production 72 and I'm bringing you one rather later than usual. So I promised that this video would both not come out because I had things to do today, I had a big family event. So therefore I was busy. But today I'm bringing you the video on my rarest and most valuable minifigures. So there's two categories to deal with here. There is the minifigures that are valuable and are rare, and then there's minifigures that are just valuable but they aren't rare, and then there's some rare ones that are rare but they're not worth very much. And there's a few cases in here of rare ones but they're just not high value, because not every rare LEGO Star Wars minifigure has a high value. It's all about supply and demand when it comes to how rare a minifigure can be, and it just, like, some minifigures have rare elements that are exclusive to them or only ever came in that colour for that minifigure. Like the Jabba the Hutt, the Zam Wessel, the Tauntaun. Just to name a few that only ever got those elements in that colour. There's a few more here that are probably, that I've not thought of off the top of my head that you'll see in a second. So yeah, we're getting into that. So I've done this video a few times. I did one in 2017, 2018, 2019, and I'm bringing you 2020's version. So there's quite a lot of more rare minifigures than last year. You might have noticed over the last couple of years, like, while I took a break from building my clone army, I kind of went after a lot of the rarer minifigures, or at least some that are considered rare. And some of them I just got by chance in sets, because there's some ones that are from even a couple 2020 boys that you will see here. Here's a clue, they're blue and white and they might be clone troopers. But there's a few rare ones. The notable rare ones that I can think of are the Phase 1 Captain Rex. Like, these are just the ones I'm naming that are super valuable. Phase 1 Captain Rex, Zam Wessel, Jabba the Hutt. Those are just a few I can think of off the top of my head that, I know are super rare. There's a K3PO in there, but some of these are rare. Well, some of these are rare and some of these are just valuable. So the title obviously is My Rare and Valuable LEGO Star Wars Minifigures 2020 edition. So they're organised by movie, so I'm just going to take you up and show you. So Episode 1, Episode 2, Clone Wars, Episode 3, Expanded Universe and Non-Canon, Episode 4, Episode 5, Episode 6, and this is just the new trilogy. And of course all of the bigger minifigures are at the back. So in just a second we are going to start from the top, from the bottom, and work our way all the way up to the top. As you can see, the lines go quite far. The Clone Wars is the one that seems to go the furthest, but yeah. Gonna look at that in a second. So on the first row is, just like the new trilogy, it is the one that I only have one minifigure from. As you can see right here, it is the 1999 R2-D2. It is the only rare / valuable minifigure I have from Episode 1. Moving behind that, on row number 2, we have Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, which is a film that LEGO neglects to make sets from. They don't make a lot of sets from Attack of the Clones. I recently discussed this in the last episode of Figure Friday, which featured this Anakin Skywalker. So we have Anakin Skywalker, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda and Zam Wessel, all from the year 2002, and all made their appearances that year. Some really cool minifigures. The most rare one, what I'll do is I'll go over what I think is the most rare and most valuable ones from each row. If I was to pick one from this row that I know from the top of my head that has a lot of value, it's probably going to be that 2002 Zam Wessel. Because I got that one cheap, only £11, compared to the nearly £30 to £35 that I've seen that minifigure go for. A lot of the figures that you're seeing here have been done in Figure Friday at one point or another. So behind the Episode 2 minifigures is probably one of my favourite parts of the Star Wars era, is the Clone Wars, starting with Chancellor Palpatine from 2009, really cool minifigure. We have a 2008 Clone Pilot. You might wonder, why is a Clone Pilot here? He wasn't in that many sets. He was only in two or three sets, and trying to get a hold of him has become slightly hard. Next to that, we have a 2010 Senate Commando Captain. Moving on, we have 2012's Commander Green, a 2009 Yoda, which I only just got this year. He's kind of rare because he hasn't appeared in a set for like 7-8 years, so he's getting up there. It's been a while since we've had that Clone Wars version. Next we have a 2009, standard, Senate Commando. The regular ones are without the blue markings, they're cool minifigures. I really enjoy them. Next is a very controversial minifigure, or at least a variant of her that's been going up in price like crazy lately. And it is Ahsoka Tano. So it's not the one that's been going up, but, well, I don't know if this one's been going up in value lately. I don't know. But I know the, Season 3 to Season 5 version of Ahsoka is being going up in a lot of value, but this is the one, original 2008. And next to Ahsoka is probably one of my, he's in my top 10 Lego Star Wars minifigures and top 10 Star Wars characters. The Pirate Hondo Ohnaka from the 2009 Pirate Tank. Really cool minifigure. Definitely got a bit of value because it's the only Hondo I've ever had, and that is from 11 years ago, which is crazy. Next up is another minifigure that's really expensive now, and it is Captain Rex from 2008, the Phase 1 variant. He's definitely getting up there with the value. He ain't cheap, he ain't easy to get, he ain't any of those things. He's been going for crazy prices, but not as crazy as the Phase 2 version. So, yeah, you're probably wondering, wait, why the hell are the two new 501st clones here? They're here because, well, if you guys remember when they first came out, especially in the UK, they are hard to get, and so yeah, I'm putting them as rare and valuable here just as a joke. It's here ironically, if you get the sense, because they're so hard to find. It took me 3.5 weeks to get a hold of these figures. I have a lot more than, like, I only have one of the Jet Troopers, but I've got, you know, the standard 3 on the normal 501st Trooper, so yeah, they're really cool minifigures. Definitely love those. The next minifigure is a 501st Specialist Trooper from 2013. He was in one of the Yoda Chronicle books. Next we have a Clone Gunner. You might be thinking, whoa, 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 how the hell is he rare? He was in the 2009 8014 Clone Walker Battle Pack. Yet the reason he's rare is because I struggle to find them on eBay on this country, in my country. So yeah, there's something wrong with eBay, but there's not too many of them in the market now, especially for cheap. Next minifigure is one that was exclusive to a set in 2011. It is Asajj Ventress. Really cool minifigure, really love this one. It looks really cool in front of all of droids. You guys will have seen that if you watched my 2020 Clone Army like 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah. Next we have another pirate guy, and it is Turk Falso from 2009. Came in the same set as Hondo Ohnaka. Moving on, we have the 2009 Mace Windu from the Republic Attack Shuttle. Really cool. A lot of these minifigures are from the 2008 to 2009 era, you know, of the Clone Wars. Couple of them from, you know, older than that. Next one's a really cool minifigure who has only got 3 versions of herself, but she's still cool. A Luminara Unduli, really cool minifigure to have, and I really want to get the 2005 Light Up version. I've been after that for quite a while. Now to move on to the Revenge of the Sith rule. So, Revenge of the Sith. Another one I don't have that amount of crazy minifigures, at least rare ones. Like, these are not all my minifigures from each of these movies. I have over 250, nearly 260 Lego minifigures, which the collection video for that does come at the end of this year, but these are just the rare and valuable ones from each, but they're just lined up by movie to make it more fun. So starting off, we have the 2005 Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker starting right here. Moving along after that, we have the 2017 Aayla Secura, followed by the Clone Gunner. Now, I was surprised to find that the Clone Gunner is getting increasingly rare, and he's getting up in price, which surprised me. It's a £20 set that most people, I'm assuming most people bought that set, because I know I bought it back in 2017. Really cool set. So I'm surprised to see it going up there, that minifigure expensive. Must be supply and demand, because he's one of the reasons I got that set, apart from the Aayla Secura, because as much as I like Aayla Secura, I really like Clone Troopers, which you'd have gathered if you've been here on this channel a while. So next we have a Darth Vader that's considered rare. The rare thing about him is he has no cape. He's from the 2005 Darth Vader's transformation set. Next minifigure is considered rare now because they haven't used him in a set since 2013. So 7 years this guy's been gone, and this minifigure was once considered revolutionary because he was an R2-D2 to have full printing. This and the Clone Wars version, when they came out, were huge. So it was only fair that this R2-D2 got a mention on here. Now to the non-canon and expanded universe part of the section. Next in the section is the expanded universe and non-canon. So it's kind of mixed. By expanded universe, it's kind of like I put Rogue One in here. There's also, you know, a hint of the Lego Star Wars The Force Unleashed minifigure in here. And there's the non-canon stuff. So I'll just start. So I'll tell you what's canon and non-canon. So we've got a Shore Trooper from the Rogue One movie, that's canon. We've got the non-canon Christmas Chewbacca and Boy Han Solo. But I'm going to have to take him out there because that's short so you guys can see him. But yeah, here's the Boy Han Solo. If you guys want more in-depth things of these minifigures, watch Figure Friday, because most of these figures, if not all of them, well, not all of them have been done on Figure Friday, but give me a couple years and all of them have been on the series. After that, we have Anton Merrick, I think this minifigure's name is. I'm talking about this pilot here. He's got his helmet in his hand. I used a lightsaber hilt to accomplish that look. The last minifigure here is, I guess the only ones that weren't canon were the Chewbacca and the Han Solo, but everyone else is canon. We've got basically what is a black stormtrooper, but it's called a shadow trooper, and I love this minifigure. I definitely want more of him. I really like it, and he's one of my all-time favourites. But yeah, next row we're going to do is the original trilogy. Well, episode 4 of the original trilogy. Starting here, we have 2 Luke Skywalkers. One's the Celebration version. The other one is the Farm Boy from Tatooine version. Both really, really cool minifigures. If you're wondering why the Tatooine version's here, he is here because they don't produce him anymore. And yeah, he's getting a little bit harder up there to find. Again, some of these are just rare and some of these are just valuable, and sometimes it's mixed. Next minifigure from episode 4 is we have U-3PO. If you're not sure who U-3PO is, he is the Silver Protocol droid from the opening scene of episode 4, Star Wars: A New Hope, when they're on the Tantive 4. So yeah, and because U-3PO's here, we couldn't include the 2008 version of C-3PO, which is quite cool. Now we have R7A7 from the 2018 Sandcrawler coming over here. We have a minifigure now. No, it's not the 1999 version. I wish I had that. Despite he being quite cheap, I probably could just buy him right now. But this is the reprint from the 2014 Visual Dictionary. What's the difference? You turn him around and there's back printing. That is the only difference. Next we have another droid, and I think it's R5A1 or R5A2, I am not quite sure. He is a really cool droid because he has all those markings and stuff. It makes him look different, it makes him stand out. Because most of the astromech droids are all quite clean, they all look kind of perfect, so it's different. It's something else, and I quite like that because he looks perfect on any Tatooine marks. Next we have the old Obi-Wan. He's getting kind of rare now because the version with the pupils and the hair was only in one set. And he was also in the Millennium Falcon with the pupils, but he didn't have any hair, he just had the hood and the cape. So he's different in that respect. Coming along here, we have 2 Rebel Troopers. You may recognize them from the Tantive 4. So yeah, you're probably wondering, wait, why is there 2 and why are they so rare? I'm going to point out the difference. This one here has the pupils. This one here does not. Now the difference between them and why they're rare is one obviously has the pupils was only in one set, and it was one of the planet sets. It was in the planet set in the Advent Calendar from 2012. The other one is from the 2008 Battle Pack, but they're getting harder to find. So yeah, he's up here as well now. Moving along to the last part of episode 4, we have 2 minifigures. We have the medical droid from the Sandcrawler who looks beat up, which looks really nice. And we have the definition of a sand trooper before they started putting sand on them. He's also from 2010. He is from the Luke's Landspeeder. Now on to episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Okay, coming on to episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, we have Wedge Antilles, followed by a really cool and rare minifigure who's been going up in value quite a bit lately. We have Zuckuss. I'm going to lift the camera up like this so you can see him better. Followed by the 2007 Dak Rattler. Next to the 2009 Han Solo. Then we have 2006 Luke Skywalker pilot. 2004 Chewbacca. We got a 2019 Han Solo from this 2019 Slave 1. We got an Ugnaught, who's a really cool minifigure that I thought Lego would never ever make an Ugnaught, so I was really happy when that came out. Wow, back 4 years ago in 2016. Next we have Han Solo from 2006, one of my favourite minifigures. Then we have an Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. Fun fact, mine was split from the 2003 Cloud City, so technically I have an early 2000s minifigure from the Cloud City, which is kind of cool to think about. The only difference between any other Darth Vader and that one is the printing was slightly lighter, so he's classed as a Cloud City version. We have a Hoth Rebel Trooper from 2009, we have Hoth Princess Leia, and we have K-3PO, the Leia from 2004, the K-3PO from 2007, which is a really rare minifigure now. I got him as part of a set, and I'm happy I got him that way instead of separately, because he is going for crazy money. Now, on to episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And on to the last couple rows, Return of the Jedi. So we have the 1999 Luke Skywalker render. For 1999, he is kind of cool. I like the torso. Obviously would not pass by today's standards. Next we have an Ewok. I think this one's called Tokat or something. I'm not sure what. I am sure that's how the name is said. I might be mixing it up with another Ewok, but I am not sure. Next we have 2 of my favourite minifigures. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I love the way the old Han Solos looked. It is kind of cool. I wish they would redo these, but they never will. So one of them is the 2006 Skiff version, the other one's a 2007 episode 6 version, who was in a episode 4 set, funny enough, the UCS Falcon, and he's in quite a few other sets like the Death Star and, you know, the Endor Bunker. Next we have the Endor Princess Leia, and that will conclude for episode 6, Return of the Jedi. So, coming up here before the video gets any longer, we have the only minifigure from the new trilogy I have that's rare. Now, he was from the 20th anniversary visual dictionary from last year, and it's fitting, but when he comes out the back of the tank, I'm not someone who's a big fan of the new trilogy, but I love this minifigure. He's really cool. He's in my top 20 somewhere. We have a 2007 Probe Droid, 2010 Sentry Droid. We have the 2003/2006 Jabba the Hutt, 2009 Tauntaun, the 2005 R7 Dome, R4 P17 Dome, Rota the Hutt, and that will take us out of there now, onto the end of the video. So, this brings this year's video to a close, and the best part is, we were able to make it longer, because guess what, the YouTube account verified thing, but yeah. So, there's a lot of rare minifigures here. There's a lot. I was going after all of the rare minifigures for quite a while. From 2018 till earlier this year, I have been buying up rare minifigures. I had given up on the army building thing that I'd been doing prior. But with the introduction of the 501st Legion's Contra Battle Pack, I've put my whole buying all the rare minifigures thing to the side, and I'm just going to focus on buying those 501st clones, as many as I can get a hold of, because I want a big clone army, and that's kind of cool to me. But yeah. There's a lot of rare minifigures here. I mean, there's quite a, Zam Wessel and the Phase 1 Captain Rex are two of the ones I can think of off the top of my head. So this brings us to the conclusion. So obviously in January you get to see all the minifigures, which is just as cool. These are just some of the rare ones. I've done quite a few of these videos. If you're wondering what the breathing is, that's my brother, just don't mind that. He wanted to see how a YouTube video was done, so he's not going to say anything, but yeah. He enjoyed watching this, because that's fun. But I enjoyed making these videos every year of all my, kind of rare minifigures, and it is a lot of fun. But yeah, see you guys in Friday's video for Figure Friday. So yeah, my little brother was just saying something to me there, sorry. But yeah, the next video you're getting is Figure Friday, episode 70, Han Solo in Carbonite. See you guys on Friday, thanks for watching, bye. So yeah, I know I already ended out the video, but there's a few minifigures I forgot to include, and I didn't want to have to, reshoot the entire 17-minute long video again, so a few seconds. A couple minifigures that I forgot to add in was the 20th anniversary Han Solo, 20th anniversary Luke Skywalker, 20th anniversary Lando, and the 20th anniversary Leia, just to show those minifigures in. The video was half uploaded before I realised, but yeah, just a few seconds of me showing these in. Now is the true end of the video. Thanks for watching.